When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Oh, shit.
All the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On play action, now Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. 20! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle.
Oh, shit.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
21.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal.
Oh, what the?
This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Go. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check it.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
Wow, you went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. Crunch.
Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey!
For real, put that team on the bus.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Running with Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. fans a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now Breeze. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They come out here in the eye. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Breeze going to go on 4th down.
Yeah, baby.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah.
This is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Oh.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field.
Ain't no blitz, see? No blitz.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson.
Your offensive line just suck ass.
This is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
0-2.
Defense is all right, but your offensive line is...
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, team 6.
Breeze now. And this is Cook with a grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, this is the play right here.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Nobody's running? Nobody's running.
Green ahead of him.
That's so like, nah.
30. Past the 20.
What the
this one home. It's a touchdown.
I'm not tripping. Come on.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball,
Let's go.
I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go for it and come down
well, it's
with
a good play,
the
though.
tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, Delta.
Now a play fake. Breeze. It's Hill, complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Steps away to his left. That's caught by Hollister. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A gain of 22. On first down, Carson. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, 47. Tackles. Hey, check. Watch the twist.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. And he's got it.
I see. Okay. I'm going to score 2, so I'm not sure.
DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
He's just going to score a field goal. Or try that.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 24, check 24.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he's got some space here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
On third down, it's Carson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Myers' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it. And let him fling another one.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
5-9. Right there, 54 Mike. Double up. 5-9.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get this well past mid just before the 35.
Dang.
A gain there of 21 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We go 21. Hey, zoom.
On play action, it's Breeze. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
5-1.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. He's going to go up top
goodness,
in the end zone.
Oh, my goodness.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Why'd I do that?
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover.
Oh, no, lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They run it with Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football. Stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, a design run for their wideout. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 26, check 26.
They run for it with Carson. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Back to throw, Breeze. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Ball, mains. All I ever do is ball, lame. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope. power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't true. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Every
I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend this day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting